Hi, my Stampin' friends. This is Cheryl Svensson from CAS Cards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I posted some preparatory instructions last week to get ready for this little class of quick cut cards. My intent of making these 6 cards is to put them together in a bundle and give them to friends as a thank you. So let's get going. If you have any questions, just say some, ask me on my Facebook page, and let's get started. The instructions were to cut a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper into 3 by 4 inch pieces. And you get enough to make at least 6 cards. You probably get 12 cards. And then 6 pieces of cardstock to be used as your base card. And then some 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 pieces of coordinating cardstock. That should be enough to get you going. So let's get started. This is the first card that I made. What we're going to do today is do the base card, and then you can embellish it as you desire. So here are the pieces. I chose something a little bit more bright when I was picking out my paper this time, because the other was a little bit difficult. Although if you get subtle cards, you could put together a set of 6 sympathy cards, and that would be a nice little gift as well. So here is my 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, 5 1/4, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, folded in half piece of cardstock. This is my 3 by 4 piece. So here's one of my 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 pieces. I'm going to put that just like that. And if I'd been really wise, I would have cut my thank you out of that. I did another card later while I realized I could do that. But I'm going to do mostly thank yous for this set of cards. And I'd like to make an offer to send you some die cut thank yous if you post your cards using some of these quick cut instructions onto my Facebook page. So there's card number 1. How fast is that? Card number 2 is this guy. Again, you know, in making our cards, we always end up with a little pile or a bucket of miscellaneous flowers, circles, greetings that we haven't been able to use to finish a card because it wasn't just quite right. So this is an opportunity where you can use some of those. This is a perfect example. I colored these for a card last week, and I didn't like the color I used, and so I just stamped it 2 more times and did a lighter lavender and embellished that card. So here's the card I'm going to make out of this. This is your base card. This piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And you'll see that I took, I punched the thank you out of the center of that because you know what? It doesn't even show. So there you go. And there's the thank you. And I thought a little piece of ribbon might be really cute on this one. So that's how I'm going to finish this card off. So that's card number 2. The third card I've got here is, this is your base. This is the one I used. This is a kind of one of my favorite purchases lately. This is the handwritten. It is a background stamp. I think it's on page 172 of the catalog, and I just love it. I can see it done in black and white, all sorts of colors, but very easily you get some impact of your background. So that's my finished card, and I chose to do the teal. I cut this piece 3 1/2 by 4 1/2 because I wanted something just a little bit bigger, because I wasn't going to do any stamping on the outside of this. And then I cut down this piece to 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and this is my 3 by 4 inch piece that I'm going to adhere like that, and adhere this like that. And I don't know if I'm going to put a thank you on this one or not. I've got a little white one sitting here. I sure could do that. Gets a little bit busy though, so I might just do a flower or something else. So there you go. That's card number 3. Card number 4. This is my finished card. And this one's got your 3 by 4 piece in the center. This one I cut the long way for my cardstock. And I've got to open it this way because my pattern is one direction. So I cut that piece, and again, I think this is 3.5 by 4.5. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You always just cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller, and then you get 1/8 of an inch all the way around. This piece is going to go right here. You end up getting these scraps, which I saved, and I'm going to use those for my greeting. And I'll probably stamp a thank you on the teal. Another very quick card. And this is the 5th one. Here is my finished card. This is cut at, let's see, what is it cut at? I think I made a mistake on that one. It's cut at 2 1/4. So you cut your paper just to the midpoint, and then adhere this down to your card base. And then this piece is cut in half. This is 2 by 4. And so your card opens like this. I'd put a piece of white right in here. Going to open like this. And then I punched this out for my greeting. And then I also punched it out in white. So my greeting can go right there. So, fun little card. Very quick, isn't it? And the last one is this guy. So this uses just 1/4 of a sheet of cardstock. This piece is 8.5 by 3 1/4. The 3 1/4 is so that you can adhere your decorative piece on the 3 by 4. And you can mount this high, you could mount it low, you could put it around the base, whatever you want. I kind of like it like this because then you've got white in the center for signing your card. And then we're going to finish it off with a little thank you. So, hope you've enjoyed this. I enjoyed putting them together for you. And have any questions, go to my Facebook page and ask me. And like I say, if you share some cards that you've made using this method of quick cuts, 3 by 4 inch pieces, please share them with others. Thank you.